Hi guys, Dr. Ryan again, and welcome back to our second video in our advanced exercise series. Today, we're going to be demonstrating 7 different stretches that you can do for your legs. These are great to do in the morning before an exercise routine or just before a long, heavy, stressful physical day at work. Hi guys, so the first stretch we're going to learn today is going to be stretching that big group of muscles in the front of the thigh, the quadricep group muscles. Now, what you're going to do here is you're going to start with just grabbing the front of your ankle, bringing that heel up to the butt. Now, a couple things to pay attention to is you want to make sure that you're keeping that knee pointed straight down. You don't want that leg coming out off to the side. You don't want it coming out in front of you, and you definitely don't want to be leaning forward, pulling that leg too far back. Keep that knee pointed straight down. You'll get the best stretch. The next stretch, you're going to hold that stretch, all the stretches here, for 10 to 15 seconds, doing 3 to 4 reps or sets every time. And if you have 2, you want to make sure you're doing 2, even if one side's tighter than the other. Always do both sides, guys. The second stretch we're going to learn here is the hamstring stretch, and I like using a couch or a chair to do these ones. So Dr. John's going to help me demonstrate this. You're going to just get that heel up on to the chair, and you want to make sure that you're keeping your foot nice and straight. You're leaning into the foot, keeping the toes pointed straight up. You don't want your toes rolled out to the side. You don't want to be leaning off to the opposite side of that you're stretching. Okay, you really want to make sure you're engaging those hamstring muscles all the way back and you'll get some of that calf there as well. Okay, now always start with something low enough where you can really make sure you would get the best stretch and it's not painful. Okay, all these stretches should be nice, relaxing with those muscles. There should be no pain. All right, the next stretch we're going to learn is the lunge. And we're going to start on the ground. Now, you can do this 2 ways. There's a little bit of a progression. The first one here with that knee down on the ground. And the side that you're working is the knee that's on the floor, okay? You want to make sure that you're leaning forward and you're not bending forward, okay? I like to put my hands on my hips and kind of put a little pressure on my low back to really engage my hip flexor. Making sure that that front knee does not come over the toes. Again, good form is what we're looking for here. All right. From here, the progression, once you're really good at this, is you can actually just lift straight up off the ground, opening that chain, right? So now we've taken the knee off. We've created a more difficult, complex stretch here. Again, still holding that stretch for the hip flexor, keeping the core nice and engaged. Now, the next stretch we're going to learn is for the adductor muscles. This is a group of muscles that is typically either weak or tight. And when they're weak, we tend to get pain on the outsides of where those IT bands are. And when they're tight, that can cause knee pain, can even start to cause some inner groin pain as well. So let's work on stretching these muscles and keep them in good shape as well. So Dr. John's going to demonstrate a side lunge. And with the side lunge, again, we're working here the right side, the inner thigh muscle. You can see how Dr. John's leaning over to the left side, really engaging those inner thigh muscles. And let's go to the other side there, Dr. John, as well. All right. We want to make sure that we're keeping that knee back behind the toe. Again, really good form here, guys, is key. The next stretch that we're going to learn is the IT band. And this is going to work the outer legs all the way from the hip down to the knee. So here we're working the leg that's in back. So you can see Dr. John has his left leg crossed over front of the right. So we're working the right side. Leaning just over to the left, really stretching the hip muscles down here, keeping that foot nice and flat. And then the very last stretch we're going to learn here is going to be for the calf muscles. We're going to pull this chair away. And Dr. John's going to demonstrate this one against the wall. This is a really good way. You can stretch your calves almost anywhere you are. So the first, what we're looking here, I'm going to go forward more. You want to get the ball of your foot up against the wall, and you want to lean into the wall. So you want to press your whole body into the wall, really stretching that calf muscle. And you will feel it there, possibly behind the knee and into the hamstring as well if it's that tight. Again, always doing both sides. 10 to 15 second holds, 3 to 4 sets every time you do them. And guys, these are great stretches you can do throughout the day. You don't just have to plan certain times, morning or at night, to do them, all right? Hope you found this video interesting. I hope you found it helpful. Let's start stretching those legs and keep that foundation sturdy.